Hi, friends. This is me, Mike Malarkey, and I'm doing my first, what I think is my first live YouTube presentation. So, my name is Michael Malarkey. I live in St. John, Missouri, and I have an MBA. I have some food service experience, uh, all aspects except the bar, and I have mainly kitchen experience. Of course, I'm not a certified chef. I'm not a certified cook either. You know, they do a lot of they don't do a lot of regulating in the state of Missouri. So anyway, I'm not a certified cook. I'm not a certified chef either. But I have been a kitchen manager, a head cook, a first cook. I've learned most of the positions in a restaurant. You know, to include front of house. Basically, in front of house, I was a host and a boss person. I waited tables a little bit, but I didn't do too well on it. You know, so you know, I used the small trays on my arms. Greek style. I can't use like the Roman big tray. I just can't use that. I don't know. I just never be able to use it. I learned the old way. I guess that's the Greek way. The smaller trays. So I was in the United States Army Signal Corps. I'm an honorably discharged veteran. I also have an MBA and two undergraduate degrees. Both of my undergraduate degrees were completed with honors, and my MBA is with a 3.9 grade point average. So I have a little understanding of what's taught at college, and I have a little experience as like a kitchen manager, an assistant manager, a head cook, a first cook. You know, uh, they don't like to give you like titles in Missouri. They don't like to regulate. They want what's known as employment at will, and they don't like to regulate. They don't really like to give you a title because you're supposed to like get paid to go with your title, and they don't really like to give you one. And it's also like it's a power trip. They give you a title, yeah, you end up having like official powers, and they don't like that. Basically, they don't want to pay on your word. They don't want to pay on like your actions. If you have an official title. My dad was a local treasurer, and a notary public, and he had a job at Wagner Electric, whatever electrical manufacturing, contractor, and they had he had a lot of people with him. But he was head of personnel and manager of employee benefits for years down there. And him having a treasury badge, that went along nice with that. They have some contracts with government and, Department of Energy, Department of Defense, and just government in general, Department of Transportation, you know, public safety stuff. They made brakes, brake fluid, electrical component parts, military supplies, things like that. They made some things. They made transformers and fuses and stuff like that for the Department of Energy. And you got the electric, and so you got the electric. As a boy, my grandmother had a farm out in Jefferson County, Missouri, on what was known as Cedar Hill. And I gathered eggs out there and fed cows and stood guard in the field, while the old boy rode the tractor. You need somebody out there. The old boy, has access out there in the field with the tractor. And you need somebody out there to, run for help. And, you need somebody out there to do that. So I did that, and had dogs. The dog will go out there and get the cow. The dog does all the stuff, all the work for you. All you gotta do is run up there and throw the hay down, and then let the cow out the pen. The cow come out the packers, you put water in the trough. Okay, you just put water in the trough and then you let the cow out the pen. And the cow go in the pen. The dog will bring the cow into the pen because the cow knows you're going to throw the hay down. So the cow gets like, well, he gets a drink of water. He gets to go in there in the cool mud, and he gets some hay, or she, not he. You don't want too many bulls around. So anyway, you do that, and okay, that we had 127 acres. And the old boy tried to have a job too at United States Steel Cyclone Fence Division, and so he ended up having 2 heart attacks. So the farm was sold in 1970, and that was a long time ago. But it was like very nice childhood memory being a farmer from about 1964 to 1970, part-time. I was raised in like town, and went out to the farm, at opportune times to farm. I didn't just like sit around out there, but like life on the farm's nice. But anyway, so I enjoy farming. I'm not really a farmer now, but I enjoy farming. It's like, cause like I don't have to do all the hard work. So farming's not really that hard of work. Once you got it set up, we strung some fence. You gotta go out there and string fence, and you have cows. And okay, whatever. Ride the tractor a few times a year, and like whatever you can put a crop in. Of course, if you want a garden, if you want vegetables and fruit and stuff, you got to go out there and take care of the garden a little bit. So we had plenty of sun, plenty of water, and plenty of fruits and vegetables, and plenty of meat. Just go out there and get the eggs. Well, you got to have a deep freeze, what we call a deep freeze, and we would sit out there, and I would get the eggs, and freeze them, and just whoever eats them. I give them to my dad, and whatever he goes and has his friends, pays his friends to get you some electrical supplies, so that your electric works. So, you got the electric. He got the eggs, you got the electric. So anyway, what we do out here in like St. John's is like, I just got an apartment, and we just live. We like the Declaration of Independence. We're here to live. And, my grandfather, Malarkey, my grandmother, Mary Kate Freeman, who became, Mary Malarkey, came here from Ireland, County Mayo. And, my dad's side of the family has been living over here in like North St. Louis County and North St. Louis for about 100 years, 110 years. And we've done various things and did well, So it's like, we have, my dad's side of the family has a 100-year family history here. And we just want to live off it, And we're here to live. I don't want to go back to Ireland. Some stories say like, the first generation struggles, the second generation succeeds, and the third generation is expected to go back to Ireland. I don't feel like going back. I'm just going to live here, I don't like talking about military service, but we've done quite a bit of that. And we have a right to live anyway. We have a right to live regardless of military service and regardless of the United States. And so we're just here to live. And there are people that don't like it, but that's just their problem. So, as far as I'm concerned, people are on this planet to live. And these other people are worried about how they're going to get along. That's not my problem. Sorry. I'm for giving to the poor, but as far as I'm concerned, no American's poor. Nobody in the, continental United States is poor. So, like, I'm for giving to the poor, but, nobody in the continental United States is poor. They're just not. They're underprivileged. America gives out privileges, in my view. I agree with Thomas Jefferson. America gives out privileges. So there are people that are underprivileged. I agree with that. But there's nobody in the United States that's poor. in the continental United States, or Alaska, Hawaii either. There's nobody poor. I don't know where, you don't have to be like a genius to see that there are people around the world that are desperately poor. And yeah, I'm forgiving some to them. I can't give them everything I got, or I'd be in the same boat. So I am forgiving them some. And Missouri, produces millions of tons of grain, and it's bought by various charities and not-for-profits and governmental organizations, and it's just sent all over the world. Cookie Monster, Big Bird. We got airports here and like big airplanes, and it's fine with us if Big Bird just flies the cookies around. Big Bird and Cookie Monster will, can go ahead and give those people cookies. That's all right with us. We got Anheuser-Busch and companies here, and okay, they use a lot of the water out of the Mississippi, and we got the big plains here, and we got the big airports, and so okay, we can fly water around the world too. We don't have to give it all to beer, when we stop driving so much and get some rain, well, the river goes up, and we can get more water. Canned water. We prefer canned water than bottled water. We can get more canned water to the thirsty people around the world and just fly it to them. So, like, there are people that say, hey, this doesn't make dollars and cents. It doesn't make dollars and cents, but it gives people a drink of water. And it's just, it's just, a roll of stamps, just postage, And so, like, postage doesn't make dollars and cents. Of course, it doesn't make dollars and cents. It does. The postage doesn't buy the gas to fly the airplane over there. But we're not trying to hide that, but we would just soon fly them, needful things, food, water, clothes, medicine, and shelter. And yeah, we're for letting you make money doing it. The not-for-profits, the charities, or whatever, they can buy the millions of tons of grain and send it on a ship or a truck or a train or an airplane. That's all fine with us. Of course, it doesn't make dollars and cents, and it's okay with us if you make money off it, as long as these poor, hungry, thirsty, naked, homeless people get the benefit of our efforts. That's all right. You make money doing it, as long as the poor, hungry, thirsty, sick, naked people get the benefit of it. The needy. In case you don't understand what Jesus means by the needy, he means poor, hungry, thirsty, sick, naked people. Food, water, clothes, medicine, and shelter for poor, hungry, sick, naked, homeless people, and widows. So that's what he means. There's plenty of that around the world because the death rates are so high because of, basically disease. It's not that much military. It is somewhat military, but it's basically the death rates are so high because of dirty water. So, okay, as a stopgap, we got the Mississippi out here. We got one of the best water systems in the world, and so we can fly on water, and we don't mind doing that. But we'd like to put a pipe in the ground, drill a well, and put a pipe in the ground, get them some whatever hydraulic pumps that they can use manual labor to power, and okay, they get them some clean water, and then they don't waste as much food. They don't waste as much food. So what do we need is a stopgap. Of course, we need diarrhea medicine because, okay, the baby's got diarrhea. It's malnourished because of diarrhea. It's also sick. The baby can be saved. The child can be saved. She needs, or he needs diarrhea medicine, clean water, and nutritious food, and probably some vitamins, and she'll be all right, or he. And so we're out to save these people. We want them to live. And okay, it's not just that we're nice people. It's also because disease spreads, and these air and waterborne diseases will spread throughout that population over there, and they'll get on a plane and come here, and they're not bringing it here on accident. They're bringing it here on purpose. They want to do what these people tell them, and okay, they want to make these problems affect you. Okay, whatever. Your benign or malignant neglect caused this problem for them. And okay, you won't do anything about it unless they make it affect you. And then, okay, you have an interest in doing something about it. Well, we just like to think we're nice people, and we want to do something about it anyway. But that's kind of what's going on anyway. It's just like, okay, the kid in jail tries to spread the diseases. The kid in jail tries to spread the diseases because he wants you to do something about the disease he's got in jail. He's like, you're not going to make me sick in jail. And if you do make me sick in jail, I'm going to make you sick too. And, that's what the kid's doing. And so, okay, if the kid, if you don't spread the disease in jail, maybe the kid won't spread the disease, basically. And the same thing goes for the police and the jail personnel, as well as the hospital personnel. So can you isolate all these people and be safe from these air and waterborne diseases? You can't. It can't be done. It's impossible. So what you want to do is prevent the disease. And then these staff people or this personnel of yours, okay, they don't get the disease from the person in jail, and they don't come, whatever, to the church picnic or whatever, the Thanksgiving dinner or whatever kind of social events you're having, and spread the disease to you. So there are people that want to isolate all these people, and they think they can control an air and waterborne disease. They can't. This can't be done. It's impossible. So, okay, isolate these people. Well, it might slow it down a little bit, but the idea is prevention. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. You would rather just prevent these diseases than deal with them later. So it's basically like any other insurance, like any other prevention, like any other like preventive maintenance. It's pay me now or pay me later. And so we'll let you go ahead and pay us now, and we'll get things going, and we'll see what we can do. So, okay, there's any number of governmental organizations, non-governmental organizations, not-for-profits, charities. There are any number of them. You can just give to them. Okay, what are they going to do? Well, Missouri's got millions of tons of grain that we're not going to use. And so, okay, they can buy it from us. And we can fly it over there. So, anyway, got to go now. I'm able to get on live now. So, I'll be on again. Have a nice day.